kids, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so. Oh my god, I can third party this. Bro.
Oh, what a laser.
Oh my god.
It's my shield. That's my shield. Like it? I like it.
We vibe, we vibe, we vibe, we vibe, we vibe. Get up.
Nice, dude.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Death by Sadness here, and today I'd like to think that I have a good video today for you guys. One that a lot of you will probably benefit from, and as the title says, this video will be on how you or anybody else can get their way to Diamond in ranked by themselves. Who am I? What do I do, right? Why should you listen to me? Because I've gotten myself to ranked to Diamond a countless number of times. Right now, actually, in this current split, I'm very close to Masters. Diamond 3 currently, working my way up. It is quite the hassle, especially with cheaters, which, oh my god, it seems like there's a lot more in this split than ever before, but we are definitely trying, we're definitely grinding our way, and we're making it. And today you're going to learn 5 special tips, in my opinion, on how you can get better in Apex to further yourself in ranked to get to Diamond. So anyways, let's just get this list started, and with number 1. We'll start it with number 1. Number 1 is play with your team, but also realize that when the team does bad, or when your team starts slacking or starts playing poorly, you have to separate yourself from the team or make your own decisions correctly. Now, what I mean by this is of course, Apex Legends is a team-based game. You do have to stay very, very close with your team, or else you will get bodied like no other. Very hard to 1v3 people unless you're God, or unless you are God tier in this game. But even those people will get bodied in a 1v3 fight. Now, what you have to do successfully in this scenario is you stick with your team, you get into fights correctly, you survive from fights that shouldn't be fought, and when you see your team get down or they decide to push a fight that you don't think it's gonna come out successful, that's when you need to kind of separate yourself from that squad and kind of do your own thing, but try not to die. You will probably think, man, this makes me a bad team player, but at the end of the day, you're going to help those people out if you guys do place highly and you have at least some kills. Because at the end of the day, you guys are playing for RP. You're not playing for high kills. Take that to pubs. And with number 2, third party, third party, third party. Now, a lot of people might hate to hear that. We all do it. We're all victims of it. We're all victims and we're all accusers of it. We get pissed when we get third-partied because it sucks when you get third-partied. But we're the first ones to also say, let's go third-party. Third-partying is a big aspect in this game because when you go into it, or when you do a third-party successfully, you will end up winning or being the last team in that fight. Or you'll end up wiping out 2 squads, plus getting yourself some extra kills, plus eliminating 2 squads instead of them eliminating you later on. So you just have to stick with the third party, stick when to push them, stick when to fight them, and you'll start winning more matches. And number 3, loot goblins. Now, my biggest thing about looting is I'm one of those people that tends to loot very fast. I've gotten so used to looting that I just pick up and go. When you have to, what I mean by this as well is when you loot and go fight. Because the whole point of it is Apex Legends is a very fast-paced game. You have to move fast. You have to kill fast. So don't spend 10 hours looting for 500 light ammo. Go, get your stuff, go into a fight, and then you'll have better loot because those people have actually looted other sides that you haven't, and so on and so forth. So, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is loot the essentials. And I know that might sound kind of redundant at this point, but you loot what you have, what you deem necessary. Of course, you don't want to go into a fight with no gun, no armor. At least loot 2 guns, get some armor, get some heals, and then go into fights. I don't mean to just take a gun, no shield, start fucking going ham and trying to win a fight. More than likely, you will not win that fight. Mozambique versus a Mastiff, the Mastiff will probably win. Now I say probably because if you don't shoot correctly, the Mozambique will win. But anyways, that is what I have to say for number 3. Number 4, do not land in crowded areas. Now, crowded areas in ranked are death, are immediate death. Unless, you have to either be 3 stacking or the sort to be able to successfully come out of a crowded area alive. But more than likely, if you're playing by yourself, you're not 3 stacking, you're playing by yourself. So you do not want to land where everybody else is landing because you don't have the necessary communication to talk with your team. You don't have the necessary equipment to successfully come out on top, because if somebody else gets a purple shield and other good weapons, you're going to come out on the bottom, and then you're going to end up losing RP that way, and you'll end up crying like I do. Let's not land in crowded areas. We tend to keep it to a minimum. We do not, unless for some miracle, unless you really want to drop in fragment and you see nobody else dropping there, be my guest. But more than likely, at least 5 squads will drop there, and it is not a fun time. So do not land in crowded areas. Land far away from other people, get good loot, and go. And last but not least, playing for placement. At the end of the day, we are playing for RP. I don't know how many times I've said that. This is probably my 2nd time or more than the 2nd time. But you are playing for RP. You're not playing for a 20 bomb. You're not playing for 4k damage. You are playing for RP to move up ranked. Now, your RP is very, very important. Your RP dictates whether you move up or down. And what dictates that RP is kills and placement. And if you suck at getting kills, or even getting assists in kills, you will need to play for placement. Early on, placement does play a higher role than when you start getting to your higher ranks, because you'll only get a single-digit number raise, and nobody wants to crawl that way. Nobody wants to go up that mountain that slowly. Just try to survive at least top 3. Try your hardest. If you have to rat your way, there is no shame. I am not shaming anybody who rats their way to a top 3 placement. I'm just saying that right now. If you make it to top 3 ratting your way, you know what? You're a winner in my book. Right? Dog on me if you want. I do not care. But anyways, that is all the 5 tips that I have for today on how to get to diamond. If you guys want to talk about this more, you guys can always follow my streams at twitch.tv/deathbysadness. I do stream there at least 2 or 3 times a week. Message me on my socials. You guys want to talk? Go ahead, talk to me. I'm down. I always want to talk to somebody. I always want to talk to you guys. So let me know here down in the comments below if you have any other tips. Maybe I can learn a couple things. Maybe I can move faster. Maybe I can get to Masters or even Predator. Who knows? Who knows? But getting there solo is quite the journey, and you will be proud of yourself and happy once you succeed in that way. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Hope you enjoyed it, and this is Death by Sadness. I am out. Bye.